And hopefully for not too long. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the state of New York to say that we as a show can go back. Now, we got 200 people in our audience. We'll never have that again. But I want to go back to do our show. Nothing makes me happier than being Wendy on the Wendy Show. You know what I mean?
Popular talk show host of the Wendy Williams Show, Wendy Williams, has had a rough couple of months, hell, years, health-wise. The TV personality has faced so many blocks of health hurdles, and it hasn't been easy for her to cross them. Wendy, widely known and popular for her brutal honesty and harsh criticism of A-list celebrities she often interviews, has faced over a decade of different health and personal struggles. The TV star hasn't always been a TV star. She started off as a radio DJ and host, for which she was known as the New York's shock Jockette. Leading up to her recent hospitalization, Wendy has been very open about her past addiction to cocaine in the early days of her career, and was said to have battled the addiction for just about a decade. Now, it looks like the host and TV star's health worries are not going to be over anytime soon. The mother of one who shares her son with ex-husband Kevin Hunter has been so far absent from season 13 of The Wendy Williams Show ever since the show premiered on October 18, 2021, because she's reportedly facing even more serious health issues. The season 13, which was scheduled to begin in September 2021, was pushed back numerous times. The show was moved from the initial proposed launch on September 19th and was moved to October 4th to allow Wendy time to quarantine and fully recover. This announcement was made after news broke that the reality TV personnel had contracted a breakthrough COVID-19 infection, despite being one of the few stars who had been vaccinated against the virus. This ongoing health issue further brought more delays to the premiering of the latest season. The show finally aired on October 18th with a series of guest hosts taking turns one after the other until Wendy's return. So many popular names have done a good job filling in for the host. Some of them include Whitney Cummings, Leah Remini, and with some others slated for later days in November, such as actor and comedian Bill Bellamy, Michael Rappaport, and so many others. The most prominent name out of the long list of temporary hosts is, however, Sherri Shepherd, former co-host of the daytime talk show The View. Sherri's debut appearance on the show on November 1st was so good and so well received by fans and viewers that fans are now raving for the guest host to be made permanent in the absence of Wendy. Amongst all the celebrities who have guest hosted the show so far, Sherri's episodes seem to have gained the most attention from viewers, as she earned the show's highest ratings this season. According to The Wrap, The View alums episode week landed a 0.9 rating, the highest the show has ever gotten. Even higher than the talk show's premiere week, hosted by Wendy, which is oftentimes referred to as one of the highest rated. The debut episode earned a 0.8 rating. Seems like Sherri's episode slightly upped Wendy's. Ever since Sherri's takeover, some fans have been so taken by her impressive performance that they are calling for a total and complete handover of duties from Wendy to her, while some Wendy loyalists are not in support of the move and are rooting for the famed host to get back on her feet and return to her beloved purple chair. Fortunately for Sherri, producers of The Wendy Williams Show can now confirm that Sherri Shepherd will take over as guest host, at least until next year. And even though the announcement was delivered via the official Wendy Williams Show Instagram account, it goes without saying that Wendy might not be all too pleased about the development. A worried fan on Twitter said, "There are people out here who love you, Wendy Williams, and I am definitely one of them. May you live out the rest of your days in peace." And while some fans are praying and hoping Wendy pulls through, some members of the public have not been so kind to her. The talk show host is known for her brashness and brutal honesty, especially when it comes to A-listers, and some people are of the opinion that she got exactly what she deserves and karma will always visit. Others are rightfully pointing out that the harshness the Masked Singer alum portrays on TV is merely her doing a job, because that is what gossip shows are all about. A fan of hers tweeted, "Wendy Williams is dealing with mental health issues and probably has been for a while, and people making fun of her just because she has a gossip show. Sometimes #Twitter needs to STFU for real." The show's producers made an announcement that confirms that Wendy will not be returning to the show until at least mid-December. And this further proves the uncertainty of when or if Williams will be returning on the set of her show anytime soon. In October 2017, while on air filming for a Halloween episode on her show and wearing a Statue of Liberty costume, the Emmy nominee host fainted on air and was quickly resuscitated by the producers who rushed to her rescue. The host was back on air minutes later, simply explaining that she overheated in her costume. The fainting spell was, however, another cause for concern from her fans, who speculated that something was seriously wrong with the former DJ medically. Barely a couple of months later, in February 2018, Williams informed her audience that she was forced to cancel 3 episodes of the syndicated show because she was experiencing flu-like symptoms, noting to her followers on Instagram that she had not taken a sick day ever in over 25 years, but returned shortly back to work the following Monday. A couple of weeks after that incident, Wendy also revealed that she has been living with Graves' disease, which causes hyperthyroidism, conditions she was diagnosed with nearly 2 decades prior. Her rep, speaking to US Weekly, informed the media that the author was prescribed a compulsory 3 weeks of rest to get her levels and medication in sync. In a July 2018 interview with Entertainment Tonight, while on a nationwide campaign to celebrate her Be Here with the Hunter Foundation, Williams spoke up about her decade-long fight with cocaine addiction, saying, "I was a functioning addict." She added, "They wouldn't fire me because I was making ratings. It's a miracle I was able to stop." Talking about her appearance on The Wendy Williams Show and the network deciding to keep her on despite being aware of her substance abuse. Much later that year, Wendy revealed to her audience and viewers that she had suffered a hair fracture on her right shoulder. She, however, kept her brave face on and hid her sling under her clothes on air. Such a superwoman. Reassuring her fans on her Instagram page on November 8th, Wendy spoke on how she's missed her audience and how her health challenges have become a hot topic. She reassures her fans of her love for them and thanks all her staff and guest hosts who have risen to the occasion of filling in the gap. "We don't think that has dampened the rumor mongers, Wendy." She also thanks her sponsors and network stations for being so understanding and supportive while I work my way back. But right now, she has to focus on her health, and we couldn't agree more. The host was spotted for the first time since informing fans of her health complications just earlier this month. According to the Ricky Smiley morning show's Twan the Don, also known as Antoine Edwards, things might be getting worse for Wendy when she was spotted in a wheelchair being pushed around by a pal of hers. And also allegedly, the 57-year-old might be suffering from an early onset of dementia. Twan explained on November 22nd, while giving an update on Wendy's health, it is being reported that the 57-year-old talk show host has completely lost all blood circulation in her legs and her feet. Although no one in Wendy's camp has refuted the claims, her younger brother Tommy has vehemently denied the rumors, making it clear that his sister has not been displaying that type of behavior to the family. For Thanksgiving week, music stars Fat Joe and Remy Ma are taking over as co-hosts, while Leah Remini and Michelle Visage will be reprising their hosting duties on the show as guest co-hosts much later on in the year. Should Wendy consider retiring from hosting The Wendy Williams Show and transfer the reins to other hands? Or do you think she should fight for her spot and continue working on the set despite her failing health? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. See you next time, and thanks for watching!